What's up YouTube? So in today's video it's gonna be kind of like a project video, kind of me working on the bike to get it go for an event coming up. And I'm gonna show you guys an updated look on the front fender decal out in the sunlight so you guys can get your final opinion on it. And I think I'm just gonna keep it all on. I'm not gonna take the middle decal out or nothing. If you guys saw my last video, I discussed this on what you guys thought about it, and you guys can check that out if you want. But I'll show you guys what it looks like out in the sunlight, and then I'll give you a rundown on what I'm gonna do to the bike. Before we do any of this, I wanna talk about the sponsor for this video, MOTO AMINO. If you guys don't know what this is, I talked about it in a couple videos back. It's a social media app for motorcycles where you can connect with different riders, find new places to ride, find different things about motorcycles. It's like a big forum where you can kind of search up your bike, search different bikes, sports bikes, dirt bikes, enduro bikes, any bikes dirt bike related. It's all on this app, and you guys should definitely check it out because I've been using it lately, and you kind of can get exclusive content on there that you can't really do on the internet, and you get more like from a rider's point of view on this app. So if you guys want to follow me on my MOTO AMINO app account, I'll post a link down below. And what I post on here is going to be exclusive content that you won't see on my YouTube channel. So you're going to get exclusive pictures, videos, different updates on the bike that I won't show on the YouTube because it's kind of more like as I'm doing it, I can go and post on there versus YouTube. I can't really do that. It'll be like a couple days later after I do it. So definitely follow me on my MOTO AMINO app. I'll put a thing on the screen right here on my account name. And yeah, give me a follow and see what I'm doing. So my favorite section on this app, as you guys can probably tell, is the build series section where people can post their different builds that's going on their bikes. They give you like the process they're going through, the steps they take, and they post pictures and videos and such on what they're doing. So I think that's really interesting to kind of see what other people are doing as far as projects and different things that you've never really seen before that people don't post on YouTube and you can't really see anywhere else apart from this app. So that's one of the main reasons I go on there. I see a bunch of different things and I kind of read on what they're doing, and I think it's really interesting. So a lot of you guys are probably into that build series stuff like I saw from my last video. You guys want me to build one of those KX250s up to a like full race bike. But yeah, definitely check it out like I said. And I got a bunch of different stuff to look at if you guys are into street bikes, Groms, there's a bunch of different stuff. So definitely give it a check out, and I'll put the link down below. So that first part of the video with me showing the bike outside was filmed a few days ago because it started raining, and then I put the bike away and I couldn't finish out the video. So what I'm gonna do now is I just ran to Lowe's. I picked up some parts to clean off all the rust off my chain. I got like a wire brush, some goof off for the front forks since they had all that sticky residue on there from when I took off the KYB fork stickers, and I'm gonna get all that figured out, get all the rust off, get that all cleaned up, looking nice. And yeah, we're gonna clean up the bike a little bit. I talk about those little coupling things on how they work. I have some questions for you guys that have the same bike as me and some issues I ran into. So let's get right into it. Clear up some confusion. I understand that the shocks that come on here are Showa, not KYB. A lot of people pointed that out, and I didn't really comment back because I don't really care, but I only put them on there because that's what I had, and I didn't want the brand new forks to get all scratched and stuff up from roosts and whatnot. So yeah, I just wanted to clarify that before I get 20 other comments about it. So enough of me talking, I'm actually gonna get started working on the bike now and show you guys the steps on that. So if you guys don't know, I got some surface rust on my chain from when I went down to Pennsylvania when I was in the back of my truck. So we just got some light surface rust on the chain along with the rotor. So we're gonna get that all taken off along with some other various parts like the header and stuff got a little surface rust. So we're gonna take that all off and get it all freshened up and looking new again. I got my brush here, just a light wire brush, and I'm pretty sure it'll take most of this off. I did a little test run before and most of it came off. So we're just gonna kind of scrub it and work it around and get all that surface rust taken off. Might take a good while since we got the full chain, both sides and in the middle, but either way, it looks like we're going pretty smooth. It's taking most of it off. So the best way I'm finding right now is to go in kind of a circular motion, not like back and forth, otherwise it won't get all in the cracks there. And it seems to be coming off pretty easy. I thought it was gonna be a little more difficult. As you guys can see, I cleaned the chain up pretty nice for what it was with just the wire brush, and I think it came out pretty good for what it is. I don't need it perfect, but for the most part I'm pleased with how it came out. And either way, if I really wanted to, I could change it out for a new chain. But for right now, I think it'll do. So now we're gonna move on to the rotor here. We're gonna just get the edges cleaned up. We got some rust on the inside there, as you guys can see. And we're just gonna try to get it as best looking as possible, I guess. I know I'm gonna have a lot of people post a comment down below that like it's a waste of time, like why are you doing that? It's just a little surface rust. But I like to keep my stuff, try to keep it as new as possible to have it last a little longer. So I'm taking the time to do this. The best way to do this is to actually pull it along the rotor, not to go back and forth, because it doesn't really, the bristles just slide on it. It's not really scraping against the rotor. So I'm finding the best way is just to scrape it like that, and then it comes off fairly easy. I have some of this sandpaper I'm just going to use on the inside of the rotor because I can't fit the brush in between there and the spokes. So we're going to see how this works out. Pretty happy with how it overall came out. I got most of the surface rust taken off with just the sandpaper and the wire brush over there. But yeah, I think I'm just going to leave it as is right now, and then if I really care about it, scrub it a lot more. But it really only took me like 10 minutes to really scrub it down and get most of it off. Alright, so now that I got that all taken care of, we're gonna move on to the front forks and use this goof off here and get all that stupid, annoying, sticky residue taken off. So briefly, something I want to talk about before I get into fixing up the bike here is I've been thinking lately that if I sell both my bikes, both the pit bike and my new 250 here, if I sell both of them, get that amount of money from that, and then go ahead buy a newer bike, maybe not Kawasaki, maybe a Yamaha, something different, and it'd be like a brand new one, and then start a base off a brand new bike, go off of that, do a full build series on it, just load it out, like decked out every single part possible, get some companies on board with that, get a full build series on that like I said, and yeah, do a full thing, race it, do all that whole deal, and then go from there. You guys, the steps it takes to kind of build a full bike like kind of the pros do, and it obviously wouldn't be like that, it'd just have basic bolt-on parts, but overall I think it'd be a really cool series if I sell both these bikes right now, get the money from that like I said. And yeah, let me know in the comments below what you guys think about that, if that would be like a good idea, something you guys would want to see versus like the older KX250. Like, let me know what kind of build series you want to see, if I just sell both my bikes here or just keep both and just build these up. But yeah, let me know what you guys want to see and if I should follow through with that. So I got some paper towels. I'm just gonna fold it up here and spray some of this goof off on the paper towel and then apply it onto the fork tube that way, because I believe this stuff is pretty strong and it should take this off fairly easy, hopefully at least. That was gonna be enough, but I can just tell there's so much like sticky residue on there that it's gonna take a lot of this stuff. I'm just gonna have to do this in little sections at a time because you can't really do the whole thing back and forth. You just gotta focus on one spot, scrape that section off, and then move to the next. Something I think is gonna work a little better versus the paper towels is like a microfiber cloth. So we'll give this a shot and see if it works any better. Alright, now for the next fork. This one's not nearly as bad as the other side, so it shouldn't take too long. Yeah, this one comes off a lot easier. I couldn't help myself to notice on the can here that it says it's extremely flammable. So I guess we'll put that to the test, and I'm gonna light some paper towel on fire. It's probably not gonna be too exciting, but I don't know, why not, you know? Explode on me. Always gotta light stuff on fire. I guess while we're on the topic of fire, I'll share a little story with you guys on how I almost burned my house down recently. So you know those little toy drones, those little helicopter things? So I bought one of those, I was playing with it for a while just around the house, and I went to go charge the battery. So I plugged it into the wall, plugged the battery in like you're normally supposed to do, and I left my house, which I probably shouldn't have done, and it got left plugged in for maybe like 2 or 3 hours. And so as I'm driving home, my mom gives me a call. She's like, you gotta get home right now, like the house is gonna burn down, the whole basement's on fire. So come to find out, the battery actually exploded on me and burned like a whole piece of furniture. There was like a huge hole in the furniture piece, and there was like burned carpet and stuff like that. So For all you kids out there that have those little drones, be careful with those batteries. Because if you leave them plugged in too long, they will explode and they will possibly burn down your house. I guess right now I'll warm the bike up and then I'm gonna show you guys the little coupling adapter things and my experience with it. And it kind of bumped up the idle when I put the highest, the most aggressive coupling in there. So I'll show you guys that once I get it warmed up. Ah, it's killing my foot. So, now that I got it warmed up, I'm gonna explain to you guys what my issue was. So, the other day I went to go try out the white coupling and I drifted around the neighborhood, whatever, to get a feel for it. And the normal coupling that's in there is the green one, so I have the black and the white right here. And the black's supposed to be for more hard pack. It's supposed to be for some like loamy, kind of loose packed tracks. And the green one's just for normally in between riders, like basic, like in between settings. So I had this when I went to switchback and it seemed to be fine, but I don't know the difference between the two since I didn't change them out. But when I put this in there, the idle was a lot higher. I know you have to like adjust with the settings and the whole mapping and stuff, but I don't think it should really bump up the idle when you put that in there. If any of you guys have the same bike as me and have changed out the couplings or whatnot, definitely post a comment, let me know what you guys run in yours and what's the best that you found for the various tracks. I'll ride it around, make sure everything is good to go, and then I change this out and then it's running good. So I'll just ride it around the neighborhood really fast. Now that it's warmed up, it's time to ride off. I adjusted my clutch the other day and I think I adjusted too much, so it's not enough leeway for when I release the clutch, it just stalls right out. Alright, it's good to go. Something I gotta do is clean out my damn truck because it's so dirty. I got so many clothes, hats, just random stuff in there. So I'm finally, since it's nice out and it's not snowing like I said, I'm gonna finally get this thing all cleaned up and kind of like it should be. Yeah, so I got hats back here, Dunkin' Donuts box, my riding gear from when I went to switchback still, all some tools. Up in the front here, I got like gloves and stuff, food over there. Yeah, it's just a mess. All the floor mats are all dirty still, all my seats got stuff on it. Yeah, we're gonna get it all cleaned up. These donuts are from when we went to switchback. I got these, so that was like what, a month ago? So, making some progress. I got all my clothes mainly right there. Right in here we got all my tools. And it's pretty much all like Tim Hortons cups and drinks that I just put in the back because they're normally piled in the front there. All right, so I got most of all the junk out. I still got stuff in the side compartments, but most off the floor in the front seat, I got most of the garbage taken out. So you guys are gonna see the final product, I guess you could say, once it's all totally cleaned and kind of all wiped down. It's all cleaned up. Got the inside all clean, or cleaner than it was before, but you guys didn't really get a full view on what it was, but now it's all wiped down. Got all the junk and stuff out, so looks pretty good for the trip we're taking. Finally got a clean slate. So that's gonna pretty much wrap up this video. If you guys enjoyed it and want to see more just raw vlogs, definitely post a comment down below. If you guys also want to check out my clap stickers and other stickers I have on my website, I'll put a link down below, along with my Your Bike's clap shirts and all that stuff will always be down in the description. So like I said, if you guys enjoyed it, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below, like and share this video with your friends. And off of that, I'll see you guys in my next video.